If it's not important, bring it up with Keith. We, the Paradiso Group, bought the rights to this planet years ago with the intent of turning it... As such, no other leisure enterprises may operate on the planet without renting land from us.
And you've made your decision? We can help them resettle here and work off their debt, or we can outfit their ship with a...
I have no idea, because I'm not suggesting anything of the sort. But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. An engineer friend of mine told me once that the reactors on those old ships have a tendency to self-destruct if they overload. Someone would likely have to override the safety systems in the reactor.
Don't even think for one moment that this would be acceptable behavior. You can't just blow up their ship.
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to... Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business, if anyone can retrofit a 200-year... We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
I know this was a difficult decision. Compared to the destruction of their vessel and relegating them to a life of servitude.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
No!
Can't do this!
Suspect found!
Scare them off. You and I
Past due for a
have
talk.
things to discuss. Smugglers always like to use Hope Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
Hope you find what you're looking for.
don't want to hear any complaints.
Trucks in space. Their motto always cracks me up.
If you get the credits, we got what you need. Welcome to Hope Tech Sales. Give me your invoice. Some middle... Listen, you may need to impress... Let's just get this done as efficiently... Oh, a potential... Well, what you need to know about our ships? Other star yards might got glitz. With Hope Tech, you get people that care about... Listen, this whole system was nothing. He gave us a purpose. To us, this job is life. When it gets tough, Pretty won't keep you alone. So what are you in the market for? I work the freight lines flying a Hope Tech. Gertrude saw me through plenty of scrape. Hope Tech ships will save your life. Our motto is there, and captains pushing freight through the system. But Hope Tech builds solid, a lot of... Let me show you our inventory. I have hours of invoices to go over. Certainly.
Armada. How can I direct you? Miss Anaya can take. Have a nice day.
Just waiting on the crowd.
No. We could save valuable weight if we got rid of the pilots. Oh, it's marvelous. Generally, they only care about efficiency. Oh, sure, there are. But they almost all... Well, all of them. I've been with Mr. Hope since near the beginning. I think he appreciates my attention to detail. Although he has been hinting... Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for...
The application list is a parsec long. I've been
Oh,
talking to my brother.
you should have just said Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era. So grab drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But parts not cheap though. Neither is the labor. It's a pretty big ask. True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for... Nobody wants that. I'm trying to be real. Tell you what. Sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can... You're darn right it is. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with... Pleasure working with you.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Never seen a ship like yours before. And then again...
I can't tell you how many times I've had to make... What grab drive? Just... All right. This will be fun. I've just received word that the drive is here. Yes, of course I need your help. My team needs to stay on top of their daily meet. Your help is going to be vital to this procedure. And have no... Great. There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryo. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the... Got it?
Wonder what else is out there.
People always appreciate... something wrong? There are 3 things. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Good luck out there! always appreciate. Something wrong? There are 3 things. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the... Turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5... Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. See you! Can't tell. Something wrong? There's still something left. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Careful not to touch anything. Way out. Keeping at 200? Something wrong? There's still something. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogen. Careful not to touch anything on your way out. Looks like everything is good to go. Both your end and mine.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. Just stay out of trouble.
No matter the now that you're here, I can... Well, it would appear we have... The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment, so we can... Thank you again for... We don't yet know, but we did receive a star map. I suppose we'll just chart a course for other suitable habitable worlds. Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. I'll make sure people tell tales of your general... I don't know if we can ever...
We were never trained to address... threats coming from outside our ship. The Constant is a peaceful ship.
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
Just because our equipment's
We've roamed the stars for almost 200 years. What's a little longer? Goodness, I'm not sure yet. It may take some time, but... That planet was not right for us. Understandably, some are disappointed that we gave up our home, but I think I have no doubt that even if... And it's important to remember, we're still way ahead. That's a good question, but I firmly believe that... I think that we will assimilate to some degree, but however, we fared by ourselves for so long, it would be... It may seem like it's about me maintaining control, but it's more about avoiding massive culture shock. Safe travels to you.
I know I'm getting up there in years. Don't worry. I'm the navigation officer, but I'm helping us to chart courses for new worlds. Then it's just up to the... I'll be watching the skies for you.
Now that we know what's out there.
Careful waving that fancy gun around.
Well, look who it is. The one who helped us. Sorry, I don't mean to be ungrateful or rude. Still pretty terrible. I'm still stuck here with the same people. I was really hoping we could finally settle somewhere. Sometimes I wonder if my sister was... bye. Is it that obvious? Bracken, I'd love to leave. But outside, and besides, Breckenridge forbids it. I've tried. Oh my god, yes! It's all I've ever known. Maybe it was all those movies I saw as a kid. And we were so... It's a long shot. But then again, you did make her see reason before and set us on this path. Sorry,
The captain just needs an outside perspective. I'm confident we can get...
It is nice to know there are other people out there. I've lived my entire life with
some sort of alien.
We've had to do our fair share of recycling on the continent. We sometimes dock with trade vessels. When we do, I manage. Sometimes, the idea of a shop is new to the crew, and we get some business from... See you around.
We were so close to finding our...
So we'll finally be able to go with good luck out there.
Never seen a ship like yours before. You're lucky we're on the not to escort off this ship.
My crew may not realize it. I'm well aware of Janet's desire to leave. I'll tell you, each member of our community is valuable, especially Janet. If she left, we'd be at least a couple of weeks behind in food production. But I suppose if you brought us more food staples to type... Sorry, that's not... If we're really going to do this... We've roamed the stars for almost... Well, if you can... I'll be the judge of that. I suppose not. It would be... It's not a definite no. I just need to think... I hadn't thought of it. Well, you've got away. And while I'm not happy about letting one of our... Let her know she's free to leave on the next ship willing to take her.
You've made a wise choice, Captain.
I suppose letting Janet... Don't forget to tell of us in your travels.
I was scared about
I
going
trust
to
Captain
planet.
You... Generations ago, it used to be... Well, I don't think my job is as... Not much different than the...
There's a lot for us to catch up on. It can seem a little overwhelming. I hope you'll come back. There's so much to learn.
Now that we know there are other people out there, we need to be more prepared. You seem convinced you can help. Wait, for real? How? If I'm being honest, I should have known you can do it. I was kind of hoping you'd overhear me. I probably should have just asked you, but... Anyway... No idea. One of the techs who helped retrofit the grab drive onto the Constant mentioned a place called NEWZEN. Maybe I'll check it out. It sounded interesting. Julia? She'll be fine. I've tried talking her into coming with me, but she won't budge. Like almost everyone else. Whatever. I'm sure I'll hear news of the Constant. Thanks again. I'm going to need it. I hope we meet again someday.
Hey there.
Wow. I've heard about you. Right.
How many more days?
We've got strict rules around here.
Docking seal released.
Captain, landing procedure initiated.
Hello, Captain.
No wonder no one will work for you. My man is missing, and you're all just here, what? Waiting for him to wander back through the gate?
Mr. Halfton, we are trying, but we don't have the manpower.
And now half my crew thinks your little band of convicts is just waiting to drag us off and scrap us for organs.
Mr. Halftown,
Our security officer has been put into the infirmary trying to find your worker. We're doing everything we can. All I ask is that you and your crew be patient. You have nothing to fear from us convicts. We are handling it.
Then get it done. Or else we are going to have problems.
You have my word. I'm sorry, love, but the Elios retreat isn't taking new residents right now. But you're welcome to rest up and refuel here, so long as there's no bounty hunter after you that's going to kick my brain. Well, at the moment, it's primarily a collection of shipping containers, but the plan is to make this place into a growth and education We'll offer job training and a support network for folks that otherwise just while away their days in prison just because they didn't have the credits to pay their own bounties. Get them all the tools they need to set up regular, boring lives like the rest of us. I know it can work. Have the notation to prove it. We did an 18-month pilot. We're happy to now call 2 of the participants employed. And once this place is open, well, thank you. Always striving to make my presence in the universe a net. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to listen to me. Monica should have any supplies you might need. And our ship services tech is out near the landing. And if you need any... But once we officially open our doors, the retreat's going to have to be a lot of things. Residence, school, a place for reflection. Nevin, he handles everything infrastructure related. I make sure we've got the facilities to support everyone. Even got my counseling certification a few years back so I can serve as a compassionate ear. Well, like I meant, the retreat's our modest attempt to, once we're open, the goal is to take in people whiling away in prison. We'll get them job training and a support network. We're trying to do what we can to help those who need it. That the truth? Because I can't say it's going to be easy work. But if you found the construction crew's missing man, this planet, it's not the most... It's wild, empty, and the local fauna. So while I will absolutely take your... Well, he was last seen a few days ago. So we sent our lone security officer to find him, but things didn't go according to plan. So if you're offering, you don't know how happy... First things first, you want to speak to Greg D'Angelo. He was wounded searching for our worker, Mr. Killman's trail. He should be able to get you...
This job was a mistake.
We have to do a picnic here and get a selfie.
Well, I suppose we can all sleep sound. You dropping off? Didn't think we had any deliveries until next week. Oh. Not a lot to see at the moment. Imports from around the galaxy. The construction foreman half-town and his crew was probably a little too much blah blah. But look, if you want to get involved... Got me for digital intrusion and grand larceny. Was in a bad place. Had maybe 6, yeah. They said they'd pay off my whole bounty if I ran through them. I didn't have much else going. It was hard work. But Sloan... Sure did. Anyone who commits to join... Not sure who's footing the bill, though. I'll be here.
All this intricate work and impressive construction. It's ambitious, but still, so out of place in such a remote location.
Who are you? Can't the guy heal in peace? I got gored. Was out hunting for this dimwit construction worker when something comes charging out of the overgrowth and puts a horn or a claw or something in my gut. I never got a good look at it. It must have been huge, because it laid me out. It took me 6 hours of crawling to get... So unless you need something right now... Sloan found someone else, huh? Well, hopefully, you'll have better luck than I did. I managed to turn up some tracks outside the facility. Bit of a hike, though. Not sure if they were Killman's, but Ixal's not exactly a bustling metropolis. There was a cave system I scanned nearby, but I got attacked before I could look any further. Next place I was planning to visit once I was on my feet again. I'd start there. One creature on this world. It's like a nightmare. So do yourself a favor. Travel during the day. Careful out there. The things on this planet, they aren't friendly. There was a cave system near where I lost his trail. That's where I'd go. Try not to get gored. I don't think there's room for 2 in here. Careful out there. The things on this planet, they aren't friendly.
Hazard alert. Hazard alert.
Too bad there's no more. Could use a workout.
That part of the life form should prove useful. I wonder if we're the first ones to visit this life form's territory.
I'm not going back. Stay away. Oh God, please, please don't put me back in the bag. I'll do it. What happened? You're not here to... I was kidnapped. But I escaped. But then these creatures started... Please. No, he kept the bag over me the whole time. I'm just...
Do not fear. Your trial is at an end.
Oh, thank God. You do know the way back, right?
Interesting find. Hazard alert. Hazard alert.
cave would make an adequate shelter.
Killman's back! Mother of God, kid. What happened?
I was walking out, and someone threw a bag over my head. They took me... I don't know. It smelled like the inside of a first aid kit. I had to sleep on the steel floor and...
Which one of you crooks bagged him, huh?
Do I look like a crook? Man, love it.
Us? Why the hell would we do that? Waste of a perfectly good bag.
You're rambling, kid. Come on. Just get you cleaned up. You smell like used welder's gear.
Mr. Halftown, I have some medical training. I'd be happy to.
You stay away from me. I want whoever kidnapped my man found and dealt with, understand? I don't care if it's one of your people or mine or fucking Ghost. Find them.
Of course. We'll do what we can. But...
I'm not interested in excuses. I need to know who did this. Just find my man's kidnapper now. This was a good start. I'm the construction force. It's my job to make sure the Helios retreat. Why does anyone take any job? But I mean, come on. What they're selling here? You really think the Crimson Fleet are just one? Only thing we've had. And look, I know some folks have it tough out there. I've employed my... But you know how they turn their lives around? They did their... Those are options everyone's already got. No...
You are getting lost in the method.
Yeah, but the pathway to that goal matters. If they're all just like they would on... But I'm sure you didn't... Uh-huh.
You actually found him.
Can't believe he's still kicking.
I guess it might have been a bit naive for me to hope. Here. But now, we've got a whole... What are the chances I'd be able to convince you to help us find our kid? Fine. I'm sure I can convince Nevin to trim some fat in the construction. Now, Mr. Kilman didn't seem to have a lot of information, but I caught at least 1 or 2 bits I think could help us find her. I want to believe none of them would. But I've been around long enough to know how easy it is for... So honestly, I don't know. That's right. Not a lot of There was a building we were evaluating as a an old research outpost. Here, the facility. Whoever did this needs to be found. If you can believe it, I was crimson, scouring the skies for loot and glory. Ended up finding a hefty prison sentence instead. You'd expect right. But I'm sure you didn't come here for an ancient history lesson. Some other time, then.
I heard something.